Hi friends, in this video we will learn more about the immutability of tuples. We all know that if you try to modify a tuple, it raises an error as tuples are immutable and no modifications are permitted. For example, let us assign a tuple containing items string A int 1 and bool true to a variable t. Now, let us try to modify the first item of the tuple by executing t of 0 equal to string b. A type error is raised as assignment operations are not permitted. But like in case of lists, the plus equal to operator works with tuples. For example, let us assign a tuple containing items string a and int 1 to a variable t. Now, let us add items from another tuple string b int 2 to t by executing t plus equal to tuple b comma 2. Let us check out the value of t. The result returned is a tuple containing items string a int 1, string b and int 2. But wait, tuples are immutable, right? Then how are we able to modify this tuple using this operator? To understand why are we able to modify a tuple using this operator, let us first take a look at its mutable counterpart, that is a list. Let us assign a list a, 1 to a variable L. Now, let us store the object ID of L. Let us add new items b, 2 to L. After modification, we can test whether the object ID is still the same using ID of L equals to ID underscore L. The result returned is true, which means that the same object is being modified. Let us now repeat this exercise using a tuple. Let us assign a tuple a, 1 to a variable t. Now, let us store the object ID of t. Let us now add new items b, 2 to t. After modifying the tuple, we can test whether the object ID is still the same using ID of t equals to ID underscore t. The result returned is false as the original tuple is not modified and a completely new object is created with the contents of the original tuple along with the new items. The variable t is reassigned to this new object. To add new items programmatically, it is highly recommended that you use extend and append methods instead of using the plus equal to operator, as these methods are not available for a tuple. This will raise an error whenever there is any attempt to modify the tuple and ensure that the program does not modify it inadvertently. For example, let us assign a tuple a, 1 to variable t. Executing t.append string b raises an attribute error as adding new item to a tuple is not permitted. Similarly, let us assign a tuple a, 1 to a variable t. To add two new items, if we execute t.extend string b, int 2, it raises an attribute error as adding new items to a tuple is not permitted.